Hello YouTube. So I thought it's time to update the charts. We have now gotten that rate cut, and in terms of the Bitcoin chart, I'm not 100% sure yet. It looks like because we broke this resistance level, we still have one more resistance level here to clear, but I don't think we're gonna clear it now before we get a pullback. However, I do think that the weekly cycle low is probably in. I don't think we retrace this entire candle before it's closing. So I think that was the low, probably. Of course, there is, because this would be a week 22 low if this is confirmed. The thing is, we have seen these weekly cycles actually extend all the way out to, like, this one was 33 weeks. So I can't 100% trust that this is the low, because the low could come in way later, like in November even. But look at the stochastic, you can see that it has flipped here, so it looks good, really good actually, for the low to be in. And we're gonna look at some altcoins that kind of strengthen that thesis, but I still think it's important to keep this level in mind, because once we get to 119, I think there will be a pullback. So this will probably be the first wave one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's very choppy and ugly, but to make do. So then the wave 2, wherever this wave 1 tops, let's say tops here, this wave 2 will obviously retrace all the way back into this area down here. But we get that level once we see what happens here. Anyways, let's look at Ethereum. I actually think Ethereum has bottomed out here. So you can see, I talked about this resistance level last video, and you can see how beautiful we rejected off of that level. And now we found support here. I believe this was the 200, yeah, the 200 SMA. Found support there, and now we're turning. And I think ETH is actually prepared for some new all-time highs right now. I believe that this is the first 1-2 setup, and we're gonna get the third wave now, which could reach any of these depending on how high it extends. And again, the target, my target right now is 8k roughly, but we'll see. Targets can change. But yeah, I think Ethereum is definitely looks like it's ready to break all-time highs. If you look at ADA, there's that other one that I believe is preparing for a move to 149. So I believe we have our first 1-2 here, then another 1-2, and then another 1-2, and when this is the third wave of this wave 1. So after this third, we still have a 4, 5, and then another 4 and a 5. So we might get above the $2 level. We have to see, obviously, because it depends. This wave 3 could obviously extend. could reach the 2.6. If that's the case, then we're already above that area. So just have to keep watching the charts, whatever happens. Another one we can look at is AVAX, which looks really good and has actually reached the target for this wave 3 here. So I believe we have a, if we are going to count this as a wave 1, a very ugly wave 1, and we have a second 1-2 set up here and a 1-2 here, and this is the target for this. So probably correct a little bit here, and then the next push up to complete the third wave for this wave 1, which is the equal highs here. And then we should have another 4 and a 5 to complete this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And AVAX probably gets back up to this monthly supply zone. You can see I've marked the $84 target here. I think is a reasonable target to have, which looks like it's definitely possible. We could go higher if these wave 3s extend, but again, we have to keep watching and see whatever happens. We can look at core as well, because I talked about this in a previous video sometime. We had this falling wedge, reached this demand area, which I had marked on the chart, broke out of the wedge, retested it, and it looks like we are on our way now. And it looks like I have a feeling that we're basically gonna get, I could be wrong here, but I think we're gonna get something like this probably. We'll probably get an impulse here, reaching the extensions here, 2618, and then the final fifth probably comes up to grab the liquidity at these highs here. After that, I think this will be called our wave 1 or our wave A. So I'm gonna label it an A wave just in case. So A wave, and then we'll probably get a flush back to the 200 SMA, and then we get the final C wave. And this C wave will obviously extend. That's sort of what I think could happen here. Just speculation at this point, but I think the low is very highly likely in down here because of this breakout, this really nice retest of the wedge. And as soon as we clear these highs here at 49 cents, once we clear 50 cents, basically, you can, yeah, we have a trend shift, clearly. You can also look at USDT. This could still turn out to be a inverse head and shoulders, but I mean, I don't know, look at the sell volume here. Maybe. And with the fact that Bitcoin has probably set its low, and Ethereum has definitely gotten its low in, we are probably gonna get something more like this. And so I'm just gonna take this off the chart real quick, and we probably, I believe this is like an accumulation range, so higher time frame. You can see accumulation, so this will be the spring basically, and then up from there. Bitcoin dominance, of course, heading lower. We probably won't reach this level, but if we do, we have it here. I think we go lower. I don't think we see higher in dominance. That's my probability. Anyways, thank you for watching. Hope you have a nice day. Bye.